Welcome back to our broadcast. I want to talk to you a little bit today about the reopening of schools. But before we do that, I think it's important to pause and talk about some of the events that have been impacting our nation recently. You know, in Bedford County Public Schools, we're committed to empowering learners for future success. And part of our commitment to student-centered education is providing safe learning environments free from racism or prejudice of any kind, so that all learners can thrive regardless of where they were born or the color of their skin. The recent death of George Floyd, as well as the related protests across our nation, should remind us all of our moral obligation to eradicate racism from our schools and in our communities. I hope you will join me in taking a stand for equity in our schools and to fight racial injustice wherever it may occur. And now I'd like to talk a little bit about the reopening of schools. On Tuesday, Governor Northam announced the guidelines that we'll need to follow to reopen schools during various phases of the Forward Virginia Plan. The Virginia Department of Education has also released guidance for schools and districts to consider when planning exactly how we will return to school this summer and fall. In anticipation of this announcement, we recently conducted a number of focus groups representing students, families, employees, and other education stakeholders. We've also convened 9 task forces who have organized their work around the feedback we received from our stakeholder focus groups. These task forces, which are comprised of approximately 150 young learners, parents, teachers, administrators, and other support staff, will now begin reviewing the specific guidelines for schools in the Forward Virginia Plan that the governor released on Tuesday, as well as the guidance from the State Department of Education, and incorporate this information into our plans for reopening our schools locally. We will be providing additional updates of the work of our task forces as that information becomes available through direct communication to families, our BCPS website, social media, as well as this video broadcast on Facebook that we began during the school closure. We also invite you to tune into our YouTube channel for a more detailed update about the work of our task forces during the Bedford County School Board meeting on June 11th, 2020. Please tune in to future broadcasts and please stay safe.